Hi everyone, I'm Jo and I've got a great little recipe to share with you today. It is a spicy honey pork ribs. So the ingredients that you're going to need are some pork ribs. Now I'll just grab them out of the Engel for you. I've just popped mine into my lock and lock container here, which is just brilliant because even if it turns upside down and is upside down for a week, nothing will fall out. So we need about 8 ribs I've got there, or around about a kilo, depending on how hungry you are. We also need some honey, some paprika, and we also need either some chili or some cayenne pepper. So we've now got all of our ingredients, and there's not many of them. The pork ribs, you might notice, have actually already got some marinade on them. It's not necessary to buy already marinated ones. You can just get the plain ones because you're going to be adding all your own flavours a little bit later on. So they just are going to go straight into a small cast iron camp oven. So we've got our ribs inside the camp oven now. All we need to do is add a cup of water, or just enough to be able to come up and to cover the ribs. So ribs need to be cooked for quite a long time and quite slowly, and the easiest way to do that is to give them a good boiling. Now once you have boiled them and they get nice and soft and tender, you can then just finish them off in your pot, or you can actually put them on your barbecue or on your hot plate and you can finish them off on that as well. So from here, there's probably about an hour's worth of cooking as far as boiling them is concerned, and you can basically put it on your little gas stove, or you can put it on your campfire out the back there, or you can even put it on a bed of heat beads or bagged charcoal. So we'll just check on these. Look at that, they're all bubbling away nicely in there. They won't be very long before we have to put all the rest of the ingredients in, and it won't be terribly long before we can eat them. Okay, we're just about ready to finish our ribs off. They've been cooking now for about an hour, and nearly all of the water has boiled away, and our ribs are beautiful and tender. So what we need to do now is just take the lid off your camp oven or your frying pan or whatever you're cooking them in, and in your cup that you measured the water out, just get a little bit of the liquid that's still left in the bottom. So all then we need to do is add our other ingredients, which is the honey. So we're going to be needing probably a good couple of spoons of honey. Okay, so our next ingredient is some paprika. Now you can get the nice smoky paprika, or you can get the sweet paprika. It doesn't really matter. I've just got the sweet paprika here. And a nice teaspoonful of that. Add that to your cup of liquid. So the next ingredient is the chili. Now that, or the cayenne pepper, that is entirely up to you how much you put in. So I'm just, this is my own homegrown chili, so I'm just going to put a teaspoonful in today. So now that all of the ingredients are combined, they go in the pot with your spare ribs. So now you've got to make sure we get all those luscious flavours out of there. So we stir it all together, and we now leave the lid off, because what that does is that all the liquid will evaporate, and after about, probably about 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes, you'll end up having beautiful sticky ribs. So when they just start sticking to the bottom of your pot, it's time to turn it off. And that sauce is just luscious and rich and beautiful. And they're going to be so tender. My mouth is watering as we speak. Nothing left to do now apart from plate it up with our lovely little salad and get stuck into them. So that's as simple as camp cooking can be, and I can guarantee that nobody will complain about this meal.